Hey, Drew,
Hey, Spike.
what kind of bagel flies?
Don't know.
Plain bagel.
That's
Settle up under the bar,
terrible.
everybody. It's 805 Live with Spike and Drew.
Hey guys, it's me, Vinny. It's Tuesday night. I am off of work, and all I want to do is crack a bottle. And what better way to do so than hanging out with the fellas at 805 Live with Spike and Drew?
That's us. That's us.
A plain bagel.
A plain bagel. That's so bad. It should be in detention.
That's funny.
Nah, not just because it's sad. But we've got drinking to do here, so let's get serious.
Why do you have Yoko's bra hanging from your thing?
Don't. It's not there.
Just checking. So it must be your bra.
No, that's formerly hers, and apparently that wasn't supposed to be on camera. But thank you for pointing that out. She will love you to death for making sure that happened.
Well, I'm just looking out for her best interest.
No, you're not.
I absolutely am.
All right.
I knew you wouldn't. I knew she wouldn't want it in the shot. So
that a kid, right? I got you.
So I'm halfway into a tall boy Modelo Chelada.
I'm surprised you haven't got it in a brown paper sack.
Well, I'm fancy like that.
Yeah, you are. Who should we toast today?
Let's toast the sun and the moon.
Oh,
in
see,
the
now
seventh house.
You make me want to go all Game of Thrones now.
See now, and that's where I'm going to bow out because I don't watch that.
I get that, and you're wrong about that.
Wrong.
Ouch, that was loud, yo.
Sorry.
That's okay. You got crispy audio up in there.
Crispy
audio.
Anyway, back to focus. Game of Thrones. Go ahead.
Game of Thrones. Well, just sun and moon. Well, if you don't watch it, you don't know. So that quote would be wasted on you. But many of our listeners know who the sun and moon are. So your missus would know.
Well, go ahead.
You'll have to ask her later when you're snuggling.
Go ahead. And
you don't watch. It would take me an hour to get you into the frame.
I'm not telling you to fill me in. I'm saying talk about it because it's a hot topic. People watch the show. It was like me talking about Big Brother last week. So go right ahead.
Well, I can get topical. That's absolutely not a problem because next week is going to be, that was hot. Next week's going to be the last episode for who knows how long. It takes like, I don't know, a year and a half for this thing to come back, and you're hanging on the edge of your seat the whole year and a half. There might be some sex happening next week.
Is the finale next week?
Of the season, yeah. There's like 7 episodes. We've been waiting for a little over a year for 7 freaking episodes.
That's okay.
That's the thing.
That's a thing.
Yep. I did see a tweet today from Conan the Salaryman.
Who's that?
It's a Twitter account that somebody I follow reposts on occasion. And Conan the Salaryman was quoted as saying, "Is the orange one still in power today? In my time, when we had an eclipse, there was skullduggery and witchcraft going on."
So we'll toast to the sun and moon, and then we can share our stories of what we did yesterday.
All right, I have our light on, and I'm going to play our song. Let's drink. I'll play our song now. So did you see my time lapse that I posted yesterday?
You mean the time lapse of the backyard, which
Yep.
absolutely nothing happened?
Yep, that's the one. Got a little dim for a little while.
Oh, there's a cloud. Never mind.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep. That got a little dim. And on a technical note, I have some very fine video editing software on this machine. It's sort of high end. And I could not for the life of me get that time lapse to work on my high-end video editing software. So I ended up using Windows Movie Maker that comes free with every computer ever sold. I totally did. That's the only way I could get it done. I felt bad.
Was that a GoPro or what did you use?
This is right here.
Oh, that's that thingy thing.
Well, it's my GoPro knockoff, which is about $90, and it's a 4K camera, and I can't complain at all about that thing.
Well, then why was the video so small?
Well, probably because Windows Movie Maker encoded it to be small. You know, I was using crappy software to get my crappy effect done. So
now I've seen some videos on YouTube where the video is just friggin' amazing. Is that the GoPro or what are they using to get that kind of high quality video?
Well, see, those cats, this is a 4K camera. Big time quality. Lots of quality in this camera. Right. I have a 1.5 meg upload speed.
Oh.
So it's all I can do to talk to you and see what's going on.
So there's math is what you're saying.
It's math. I've got like 30 meg down so I can watch streaming video of things that young men watch, you know, on streaming video services. All I want. However, when I go to shove some stuff up into the Ethernet,
which is kind of ironic with the
well, yeah, not you mentioned
shoving videos and stuff like that.
Right, yeah. So I can make really high quality videos. I just can't get them anywhere because the bird doesn't ship the tablet stone fast enough to get it up there. It'd take like a month. Speed
shouldn't matter as far as the quality. It would just take longer, doesn't it?
Right. It'd take me about a month to upload that, and then nobody would care anymore. So there you go.
So so that was the extent of what you did for the solar eclipse 2017.
Well, I did take some video. I've got this filter pack for my video camera. It's the same kind of camera you've got. And I've got a polarizing filter and this ultraviolet filter, and I almost could get some decent video of the sun itself, but not quite. If I had a welding helmet, I could have put that in front of the camera, maybe.
Did you so you were just at home being Lonesome Ranger?
Yep, I was the only one around the casa, and I was just trying to get a little. And honestly, to be honest with you, the dudes doing roofs on every house on my road, their nailers never stopped. I don't think anybody noticed.
Was English an optional language for them?
Totally optional.
Gotcha.
Totally optional. They're all Hungarians.
So you being in Iowa as you are, you're not in the path of totality, but you're kind of close. So
we're real close. I think we're like 100 and some miles away. And I saw images from people in video in the path of totality, which should be a metal band's name, by the way. But I saw videos from those guys, and it got like night dark. Here it got a little dark and overcast. Well, and then when it rained later, it was like 800 times darker. So there you go.
Which isn't unusual for the Midwest.
Right. Well, and did you see people posting stuff on Facebook before the eclipse saying, don't let your pets out because they'll stare at the sun and burn their retinas? My dog has never stared at the sun once.
I kind of drank a little bit of that Kool-Aid when I first saw those posts, though. Because
I kind of did too.
Because my boy is my boy, and he's near and dear.
Right.
So, of course, I immediately contact and I say to her, I said, well, we gotta, puppy Spike, Cowboy's he's gotta stay inside Monday. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, because what if he gets blinded by the thing? And she just kind of looked at me and she's like, do you really think? I'm like, yeah, they say, when it starts getting dark that the pets are going to start looking up to see what's wrong. And then the more I thought about it, the more I saw some of the people's responses. I was like, yeah.
Oh. So you locked up. What did the missus say to you?
She's like, she said, the dog isn't going to stare at the sun or whatever. And I said to her, I said, well, when it starts getting dark, the pets are going to start looking up there. And then the more I read some of the responses and thought about what she was saying, I'm like,
perhaps not.
Right.
Perhaps not. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, my dog was safely in the casa. And I'm standing in the front driveway. I've got the GoPro going in the back patio. And I'm standing around looking at a video camera screen, and it gets a little dim. And I think to myself, because that's what I call myself. I think to myself, I think the dog maybe would have survived this. I'm thinking this might not have been so rough for the dog.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I want to take a detour because we're talking about pets. I'll tell you a little story about what happened last night.
Gotcha.
It's around 10:30ish. I'm having my nightly popcorn and watching whatever shows I have recorded on the Diver.
Right.
And as I want to do usually after I've had my popcorn, I will occasionally start nodding off on the couch.
Is popcorn code for whiskey?
No. Maybe.
Okay. Right.
And there is a constant and real struggle within the Spike household as far as allowing the doggy door to be open once night falls.
Okay.
And as I've mentioned earlier tonight, the boy is everything to me. So
can I interrupt for a moment?
Of course.
Does he have one of those collars that activates the dog door?
I did not know there was one of those, but now I will be looking. Thank you.
You'll have one by the end of the week, I suspect.
Right off the master bedroom, we were able to buy a little just whoop that just goes in the slot of the sliding glass door, and then you just put the little molding on it.
I gotcha.
So while you lose all use of your sliding glass door,
the dog can come and go.
You do have what seems to be made to fit sliding doggy door.
Gotcha.
But I did not know that there's one that's like that. I'm absolutely going to look after we're done talking.
Yeah, they do. They have a doggy door that's locked until the collar thing gets close to it. And then it's like, shunk, and he can come in.
And that's an interesting thing. And it might play into the story here in a little bit. But
okay.
At this point, Mrs. Spike was tired, so she just went ahead and went to bed, did not close the doggy door.
I'm going to have to talk to that woman. Jesus.
So, like I said, I started nodding off a little bit, as I do, and all of a sudden, I hear the boy barking like crazy. And as I wake up from my mini slumber, smell the smell
Ruh-roh.
Of a skunk.
Ruh-roh.
And all I hear from the bedroom is, I smell skunk!
Oh, my God.
Which doubles as, holy shit, Spike is in trouble.
Oh, Lord, tell me the polecat was not in the Spike abode.
Well, that was the first thing I looked for. The second thing I looked for was get my dog in the house. And while I'm kind of halfway trying to gather my senses, the missus in her little night shirt and drawers and all,
mine are kerchief
outside, and it's like, Cobble, get in here. So he comes in and we lock up the house, and I'm like, oh my God, he stinks. I'm like, come here.
You said that or he said that?
No, I said it. I said,
okay, I got you.
And she's, and I will admit to here, I'll admit it right here. She has every right. She told me before that if it happens that she was going to be mad and is going to be mad at me.
Do we have a lot of skunks in our backyard?
We don't usually know, but we know that it's a possibility.
Sure.
So I get him and I get a treat because I want to be able to inspect him because I bribe him. So we're laying in the hallway together, and I'm just laying there kind of playing with him, and I'm like, kind of sniffing on him. I'm like,
he's like, finally, after all the sniffing I've done on you, it's about time.
I figured if he would have really been shot with said stank, it would be, I mean, I've heard it's like damaging almost.
You would have known. Let's put it that way.
And since it was, that's My S is really hot right now.
A little sibilance going on there with their S's.
And since it wasn't pungent and like unbearable, I'm like, well, maybe the skunk shot at him and missed, and my boy's a ninja. So,
and Mama Spike could smell him from the bedroom with the door closed.
She's done. She was done with me. She was done. I'm surprised that I was even allowed in the bed. I was
having none of it.
Yeah. So the morning comes this morning. Lucky morning.
Morning is broken.
Fix the damn thing then.
God, so I love hanging out with you.
I go and I grab some treats because I got to bribe my dog. And I'm like, I don't think
he's got you wrapped right around his little
yes
pinky toe. Okay.
He's wrapped right around there. Shoot,
why not? Yeah.
So he must have just gone through the path of
shot across the bow.
What's the path what was the thing of the Eclipse?
Totality.
He just missed the path of totality, I think, from the skunk.
He was on the path of oopa-poopity. Oh so my God.
That was, I was like praying to all the gods on that one. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Because if he would have stank, I would have ended up having to stay home and get him clean.
Well, yeah, you would have been buying all the tomato juice at Heb. And
I know he was going to have none of that. So,
both had to have been whiskey drunk, you and the dog.
I will have to acquiesce that we may have to be keeping that door closed at night.
Yeah, but no skunk came in the house. If you'd have just let him out to do his business, the same thing would have happened.
But it's not that easy, and we may have to come to a amicable solution on that. Mine was this morning is we've got a tether for him out in the front for when she's doing stuff in the front yard, and she'll tether him too, and that way when people walk by on their bikes, he's roof yipe, because he gets the end of the road.
Can you explain to me real quick, and I got a lot to get to and you've got to finish up, but what is the problem with dogs and people on wheels? My dog is the same way. He will see somebody riding a bike and he sees that as the most unnatural, unholy thing that has ever taken place, and he must destroy it.
I think you answered your question right there. I think that's exactly what it is. They don't see it often, and when they do see it, it's like, holy F, what is that?
Well, it's all wrong in their mind, I'll tell you that. Humans should not flow. That's not natural in his book. He does not like it at all.
So go ahead. You had something you said.
Okay, so Mama comes home today, and she's out back with the boy, and she says, that place where we got all the plants and stuff? I'm like, yep. She's like, something's going on back there, because 3 of the pots were tumped over, and the dog was investigating this and that and the other thing. So I'm going to have to go to video evidence, and I got a camera pointed right there.
Right.
And I haven't gotten it done yet because apparently we're doing an internet teleplay sooner than I had anticipated. But I have a feeling there's going to be some exciting video footage from that camera.
What would you...
What sort of critter? It could possibly be... Did you see the real cocky squirrel I've posted on occasion? It could be that kid, because he and the dog, they're like fire and water. They go after each other a lot. I think that squirrel might be rabbit. That was another thing I was going to bring up, Dave. Have you looked at the stats of how often skunks have rabies?
No. Don't.
You should do that. Well, now you know. Belle Biv DeVoe.
Boof.
Boof.
And then we'll go ahead and do your thing.
Well, no, I haven't gone to the camera footage yet, but I may have something to share on their next episode. That's for sure, because it was like something tore through their Mach 2 with its hair on fire.
So the last week we spoke of your sous vide adventure, and it got me very intrigued. And I went out, I think it was Friday, and bought myself a tri-tip. What an amazing thing that was. Oh my Lord.
Your pictures look fantastic. Do you know that if I were to go to the meat market here and say I want a tri-tip, the guy would hand me a Band-Aid? Nobody here knows what a tri-tip is.
I know we've had this conversation before, and I don't know what it is. I just know it's a very good piece of.
It's a Santa Maria thing, dude. I mean, I don't know if it's a good piece of meat, bad piece of meat. All I know is that's where you live and south. Only people that even ever get one of these things.
And yeah, so I did a whole bunch of garlic, as you can see in the pictures on the Facebook page. Did some horseradish, did some truffle salt, and then
I love me some truffle salt.
Yeah, and then I add a little Jack Daniels because I want a little of that smoke flavor in that.
A little for the cook, a little for the roast.
After about 17 hours, I couldn't stand it anymore, and I called Drew and like, so this doesn't have to go a full 24 hours, right? So we ended up having it for breakfast Sunday morning, and it was
dude, that looked good.
It was a little
very good.
It was a little more medium, but the missus enjoyed that.
And tender, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even with a medium cook on it,
right?
It turned out real tender. And we did what you said, or what you and I had talked about, was heated up the grill, got a good sear on both sides. Just outside.
Yep. See, that's the part I didn't have to do because I was just slicing mine up for lunch meat. So who cares?
How did you get it paper thin? Do you have a slicer?
Yeah, I've got a slicer. Mama bought me a slicer, and that's about the only time I use it is for turkey or roast beef like that. And it lives up, and you got to stand on a thing and have somebody brace you, and it takes a little effort to get it out. But yeah, nice when you really cut stuff thin with that thing.
To get it in. Get it out.
Well, you know how it goes. When you've got a big piece of meat,
right,
that you're trying to get in the thing, you've got to be careful with it. That's what you got to do. That's I'm just telling it like it is. You know. So we did a traditional dinner tonight. We've done this now for probably 6 or 7 years. School starts tomorrow in my neck of the woods. And for probably 6 or 7 years now, we have done turkey tacos for our preschool dinner.
Ooh.
And for the uninitiated, which is everybody outside of my circle, basically use ground turkey instead of ground beef, make taco meat, and then we take over a chunk from my mom's book where we'll take flour tortillas, put a little taco meat in them, and then fry them in oil on both sides so they get crispy. If I were to start a food truck, I'd call it Gringo Taco and make these things.
Nice.
Because there is nothing traditional about these, nothing whatsoever, but man, they're good.
But there's got to be something that makes them traditional, the way you season them, or?
Well, you use taco seasoning. We make our own taco seasoning. But really, it's just, taco meat, cheese, lettuce, and all that good stuff. But it's the fried flour tortillas that just really make it awfully good stuff.
What else? I also, maybe I should tag Home Chef in this. Where are we at time-wise?
Oh, we got time. We got time we haven't even used yet.
No, I'm just saying, what time is it now? Because I tag it. Home Chef is just, it's so good. I just can't even tell you how, when I have fast food now, there's a very noticeable difference in my palate. Like last night we had chicken marsala, and I was like, I don't even remember ever having chicken marsala, but this is
really
amazing. Yeah. And
I hope, and you're a cook, your wife's a cook, I get it. I hope you guys take the inspiration from the Home Chef prepared stuff and kind of start spinning off on your own thing.
Right. And that's the great thing about this, is with each meal, they have a little 8x10 placard of what you do to cook the meal.
Gotcha.
And so now it's just a matter of going and getting ingredients and doing it up.
Right. So you get these delivered weekly, every Friday. Throw them in the fridge.
Yep. Cool. I think
Take
we get three at a shot.
I got you. All right.
Oh, so good though. So good.
We next week, my friend, have an experience happening. Several new things are going on next Saturday up in the state here.
Oh,
yes. First thing we're going to do is our very first Uber in Sioux City.
no.
We're Ubering to the casino where we are having dinner at, our favorite restaurant there, at which you have dined.
I didn't dine there. Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We dined there, had drinks, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So anyhow, probably, maybe even on the same table, we will dine and then watch Alanis Morissette. How exciting is that? It's no LA Guns.
Okay. Well, but who is? Okay.
So yeah.
Was it a free ticket or?
No. Just
so
shut
you
up.
Paid
shut
to
up.
watch
Just shut up.
You paid to watch a 90s
Shut
star
up.
who hasn't had anything released in years, let alone, I don't even know if she's toured since 98.
Shut up.
Okay.
It's not like I'm going to see a band that wears makeup and hasn't released anything new since 98.
They've released something 2 years ago, 1 year ago. But I sent you a message on this. I am going to go see Pat Benatar and Toto this Friday night.
That's cool as hell.
Yeesh.
What's even cooler is how much you're paying for the tickets.
Goose egg, nothing. It's because of my nerdy musical trivia brain that got me those tickets.
See, I thought maybe that was going to be it. I was hoping maybe it was your industry connections.
I wish it was that.
So I want you to hit me with the trivia and see if I would have won tickets as well.
It's not trivia. They play the last 2 seconds of the song and you have to guess it.
I got you.
I think it's called
the last one you won at that. You played that for me and I didn't have anything.
Right. You would have gotten this one. I have no doubt in my mind. As long as you were the right caller, you would have gotten this one.
Is it Hell is for Children?
Nope. It's not a Pat Benatar song necessarily.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as I heard it, I absolutely knew it. It was Crazy on You by Heart.
Oh, yeah. I probably would have recognized that one, just saying.
Because they play songs with cold endings.
Gotcha.
You don't know, cold endings are endings that just stop, not ones that fade out.
Right.
And so, yeah, I'm excited about that. Pat Benatar, Toto, this Friday.
That's very cool. Luckily, Pat Benatar has enough hits to fill a night. I don't know that Toto does, but I loved their hit album.
Let's see. Pamela, Rosanna, Hold the Line.
Yep.
And maybe one other one. And good night.
We're Toto. We'll see you in 10 years.
You know, what'll be interesting to see how many original members are left in Toto.
Well, I suspect there are one, maybe. Pat Benatar, there will be two because she's married to her guitar player.
Right. They've been together since the beginning.
Yeah.
And here's the great bit of trivia about Neil Giraldo, the guitar player. Do you realize he was the first guitar player on MTV?
No way.
Because if you think about it, the first song was...
Well, the first song was the Video Killed the Radio Star.
Correct.
Buggles.
It had no guitar in it. It was all...
Sure, it was all synth. Yep.
The second video was You Better Run by Pat Benatar.
No kidding.
And Neil Giraldo was technically the first guitar player on MTV.
That's very interesting. We've beaten to death the first video on MTV trivia question. Everybody does. Nobody ever says, oh, no, by the way, what they play after that. Ever. So good get. I like that. And
because of that, naturally, because of who I am, I tried looking to see if there were any meet and greets, and there were none. I'm bummed.
Interestingly enough, a guy I used to work with in Seattle, every time Pat Benatar would come to town, he was their limo driver.
Why him?
I don't know. I think I know, but it's a connection that he may have had that they may have wanted. I don't know. All I know is he was their limo driver every time they came to town, and that was interesting bit of trivia.
That's great. That was a great story.
That was not so great. And I cannot confirm or deny because I don't know for sure, but I think it may have been something to do with some vegetation that he had access to.
Ah, excellent.
I believe.
Yeah, so I'm kind of bummed that there's no meet and greets on this one. There is, however, one.
What do you want for free? Your money back?
I know, right? There is one later in September that I'm going to. I'm going to go see Cheap Trick and Foreigner and Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Experience.
Shut up. You getting a meet and greet for that?
I'm going to get to meet Jason Bonham. I'm pretty excited about it.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you drool on one of his drum kits?
Well, I've been trying to find my Disregard for Timekeeping CD and see if I'll have him sign that, but I definitely am going to get some sticks and a drum head to my collection. And I got to tell you, while Jason Bonham wasn't a big influence and Jason Bonham wasn't a big influence, I do like the tri-circles that John Bonham did, on the Zoso.
Yep.
I'm thinking about getting that as a tat.
I can see that.
I like the whole Trinity, the thing of three and stuff like that.
Yeah, three's always been a big one for me too.
So I'm thinking about that.
Speaking of that, I asked a friend of mine this week if he had heard of this trivia thing that I heard, wherein one is supposed to have an odd number of tattoos. And that friend was a real dick about it, and I might have to punch him the next time I see him in October.
Was that Mountain Man Dan?
No, it was you.
Oh. I wasn't the one who told you about the number of tattoos.
No. That was a Craig Ferguson thing I saw on YouTube. And I asked you about it because I had never heard about any urban legend about one should have an odd number of tattoos. So you thought that I was butthurt about whether or not this is true. I just was wondering if you'd ever heard of it.
I'm like, who cares? Big deal.
And my point exactly. But I'd never heard of it.
I think I actually threatened a little bit of violence that if you started believing in that hoo-ha that I was going to have to do something.
Oh, I just want to punch you right in the mouth.
Punch your mother right in the mouth.
Exactly.
Are you watching any Bachelor in Paradise?
No.
That's pretty cool.
I watched no Bachelor in Paradise. I didn't even watch the pretrial arraignment for the guy that got arrested in Iowa over the Bachelor.
Oh, that's right.
But
was that dude from Iowa?
Yeah, he's from Decorah or someplace east of here.
So I'm taking a little detour. If everybody will hang on real quick and let me take this detour. Sacramento has a trash film orgy.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Sure what it entails, but all I see here on this sign is bloody wet T-shirt contest. And yeah.
Who am I thinking of that did all those films?
I don't know.
Oh, not George Romero. It was the other guy. Hairspray and all those. Might have been Romero. I bet you'll see
I know
from all those guys.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm guessing they will be represented.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to go?
No, they had it last night. I'm not a big blood fan.
Not even bloody wet T-shirts?
No.
Not even red food coloring T-shirts?
No.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It looks like blood.
Right. Don't need.
Anywho. Podcast we listen to. How are you?
I wish I had a cricket sounder.
Cricket.
Yeah. I was thinking about something before we got on the air. And I thought, I think I've bitched about this thing before, and I don't feel strongly enough about it to push the button. But can we just not call anything a teeny? Let's not have chocolatinis.
Why not?
Because a martini has gin, a lot of freaking ice cold gin, and a little tiny bit of vermouth, just enough to make you realize it's not gin. That's a martini. So chocolatinis and raspberry teenies and grasshopper teenies, don't do that.
What about jalapeno teenies? Jalapenos.
That's an entirely different thing. But no, don't call them that. Don't call them that. A martini has gin in it, and I'll maybe give you a pass if you use vodka instead. But it better be good vodka.
Somebody brought into work some incredible pastry-esque kind of things.
Yeah.
And to me, they reminded me of baklava, but if they had chocolate kind of drizzled on them, I said these should be called chocolava.
I saw you ranting about that.
And I'm like, I need to friggin' trademark that name, and somebody needs to start making chocolava.
Let me lead you to a couple data points. Baklava is a Greek food, right?
Yeah.
Chocolate is a brown food.
Don't cross the streams there, hon.
I'm just saying the marketing effort might be difficult.
Quite the opposite. You market it wide to everybody.
Wide.
Dynamite.
All right, yeah, it's got to be good. Come on, it's baklava with chocolate. Crying out loud.
Chocolava. It's a great word for it. Chocolava.
And you could be the spokesperson. You could be Count Chocolava.
Oh, man.
It's a natural fit. It's a tight fit.
A tight.
But it's a natural fit.
Right.
Right.
So, what else you got?
Okay, I live in the sleepiest hollow in Sioux City today. Tomorrow, I will live on the busiest boulevard in Sioux City because school starts. That'll be always fun. Because seriously, my street is like one of the slowest in town until school starts. In the space of 10 minutes, I will live on the busiest street in town. That's annoying.
That was Vinny, huh?
That was Vinny. He's laughing at us. One of us said something funny. I don't know.
I think Vinny is on board with the chocolava.
I think Vinny got my reference, is what it is.
What reference?
The Greek and the never mind. I'll explain it to you off the air. You don't want me to embarrass you. Trust me.
The Greek and the blacks. I get it. I'm saying you can market to both.
You don't get it.
Ding. Dude, you need to fix that. You need to take your...
I would.
Go to options and then go to like...
On my tablet, I'm going to do this, right? The tablet that we use to play Sounders.
Oh, shoot. Maybe it's not there.
You don't know nothing about no Android tablets, brah. You just don't. Do we have any trivia to do tonight? Another thing I was going to get to is... you did yours yesterday or last week, right? I did. So it's your turn.
I need to pull one up here real quick. And I had an idea.
You need to get it up real quick.
Well, whilst I was in the shower.
Again with the Greek and the chocolate.
Let's see.
Vinny, by the way, while you're looking, I like your contest, Vinny. Vinny offered $50 cold hard cash to anybody that checks in from Podcast Movement, the first person that's got the podcast hotline kit. That's a great promo, and I hope it costs him $50.
Isn't that in SoCal?
I don't know where it's at this year, to be honest with you. I've noticed it, and I thought, I'm not going to be there, so I'm not worried about it. Vinny will text me in a minute and make my tablet go ding and put some more audio into our audio. Probably will. He'll tell me where it's at, won't you, Vinny?
Vinny, Bobini, Banana, Fanny, Fofini. Where are we at here? Let's see. All right. I'm going to get topical. Might be a little difficult, but it's all right. It's
sure. Should I play a sounder about stumping things? It's in Anaheim. There you go. All right. Let's do this.
He's got curly hair and tattoos too. Let's all do a shot and stump true.
But you got to play the other one about what's in your mouth.
Oh, dude, I hate. All right, I will.
You got to bring that segment back, man. God
I
dang it.
hate this.
There's no need to cry. There's no need to bow. Let's find out. Oh, was it true smile? There's no need to cry. There's no need to bow. Let's find out. Oh, was it true smile?
So bad.
It's so bad, it's good.
Right? I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah. All
I
right.
mean, it's just totally just phoning it in over the worst, like, canned music ever.
Yeah. Well, it's Fiverr, for Christ's sake. It's not like we went to a 100er.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know. All right. You get what you pay for, apparently.
Plug back in on both sides now.
You're a bad mamma jamma.
All right. So we're staying topical tonight. What I picked for you.
Okay.
I picked for you the top 25 songs of the sun.
Excellent. 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 I know those playlists have been going around, and I haven't heard one, but I have in my head what I think I would do.
Doing a little tertiary look, I don't think you'll get any of these. No, I'm kidding. You'll get some, I think.
Okay.
And I don't know the best way to do this. Do you want artist or do you want the title of the song?
I still think I want to go title of the song.
Because you're going to take the easy way because you made me do artist, and you.
No, I gave you song titles. You had to come up with artists.
I don't know. We'll have to go back to the tape.
Sure.
Producers, check that out for us.
You're such a.
So I'll give you the title of number 25. Why Does the Sun Shine?
Ah.
You have no idea.
None.
They might be giants. Number 24. Away from the Sun.
Is this another 90s tune?
This is yeah, maybe mid 90s.
Then I'm going to say Soundgarden.
It is Three Doors Down.
Well, I was in the same country, maybe.
There you go.
There you go.
From 1971, the number 23 song of the sun is called Sun is Shining.
Sun is Shining. Let's go with the Cow Cells.
That is Bob Marley.
Yeah. Okay.
Get through this list fast.
Yes.
You might get this one. We played this one at the club a couple times. Number 22 is Walking on the Sun.
We might be walking on the sun.
Got a great little organ intro.
Yep.
Then when we kicked in, I don't think either one of us is a big fan of this group.
Would it be the Chumbas and the Wumbas?
Close, it's Smash Mouth.
Yeah, same thing.
Right.
Right.
This one is one of your faves. She's one of your girls. It's Soak Up the Sun.
Soak Up the Sun. Oh, Jesus. You put the pressure on, too.
I don't have my Spike and Drew trivia book, which would be a funny thing to have also.
Wouldn't it just?
But I believe you've seen her live in concert.
Live in concert. Soak Up the Sun. Gwen Stefani.
Legs for Days, we're talking about
Tina Turner.
Sheryl Crow.
Oh, yeah, I have seen Sheryl Crow. Interestingly enough, I saw Sheryl Crow jump up on a grand piano in a miniskirt.
Luckiest piano ever.
Ever. And it had a very shiny top.
Nice.
Yes.
Number 20 on the top 25 songs about the sun in memory of the eclipse. Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole Sun, that is... I know every word to the friggin' song. I'm going to say Soundgarden.
There it is.
There it is.
Chicken dinner. Black Hole.
Your boy got one.
Won't you come and wash away the rain?
It's a very Seattle song.
Hey, Chris Cornell, you want to come hang around a little bit?
Oh, too late. Too soon. Who knows?
Number 19. This is written in 1939 by former Louisiana governor and country music great Jimmy Davis. The song has the song of Lost Love is one of Louisiana's official state songs. It's been extensively covered over the years by a wide variety of singers, such as Bill Haley and the Comets, Johnny Cash, but the one that I'm looking for in number 19 is who sang You Are My Sunshine.
My only sunshine. Arlo Guthrie.
Ray Charles.
Well, they probably never met, but maybe they did.
I think this number 18, I think Harry Belafonte has a, oh, I just gave it away. God damn. Doesn't Harry Belafonte have a daughter?
Sherry.
Is that who I'm thinking of? I thought
It
it was somebody
certainly
else.
is. You know, trivia.
I just gave away that
Trivia fact here. I was nearly born at a Harry Belafonte concert in the LA Coliseum. Nearly birthed there.
How's your Harry Belafonte?
It's hanging to the left.
Number 17. Going back to the 90s again. This is People of the Sun. I don't think I've heard this one. I've heard most of these. I've heard all these other ones.
See, now I'm waiting for us to get to Children of the Sun. But I don't know People of the Sun.
I wonder if that's in the list.
It better be.
People of the Sun is by Rage Against the Machine.
I would have never, ever had that one.
Absolutely. Number 16. I know the band. I don't know this song.
Excellent.
The song is called Waiting for the Sun. This is probably back in the 60s, maybe.
Waiting for the Sun. I'm going to say Mamas and Papas.
You're close. It's the Doors.
You know, I don't know that from them.
I don't either.
Do not know that one.
Number 15. You should have this one. Good Day, Sunshine.
Good. That would be the Beatles.
It is the Beatles at number 15.
Ding, 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 ding. And guess who just walked in the home? And I'm going to have to explain to her why there's a brassiere on the floor that was in the camera shot that I said would never be there. Okay, number 14.
Wait a minute. What was the reaction, though?
Oh, it'll be good eventually. She'll probably avoid me like the plague until we turn off. Nope, here we are. Apparently, right in the camera.
It was outstanding.
Apparently, it was an outstanding brassiere. Right in the camera shot, apparently. I knocked it out of the camera shot quickly.
After leaving it out there for a few minutes.
Shut it, Spike. Number 14, my brother. Hebert.
I should know this one. You and I both grew up with this song, but I can't think of it. It's called Sunny Days.
Sunny. No, it's not that one. Oh, Sunny
You and I
Days.
grew up with this song.
Really? And we don't know it by name?
If I sing it the way it is, you'll get it. Sunny Day.
Sesame Street.
Yes, number 14, Sunny
Really?
Day by
Never
Sesame
would have
Street.
thought of that. But you're absolutely right.
Number 13. Now this is a good one. This Zach Wilde covered this song, and I love that cover. It's number 13, the top 25 songs about the sun, Ain't No Sunshine.
That would be Mr. Bill Withers.
Boom. Nailed it.
Boom.
Depot.
Excellent trivia point about that song is I think it's 27 times he repeats, I know.
I know.
I think it's 27 is the number, actually. Mama will correct me if I'm wrong because she has that one memorized.
Does she really?
She absolutely does, yeah.
Nice. Coming in at number 12, I Wish It Would Rain. This is looks like
that would be garbage.
that's the Temptations.
Oh, I'm only happy when it rains. That's where I was.
Number 11. In as much as we've talked about doing a show about Ode to Billy Joe,
Right.
I think this could have a show in itself too. Number 13 is Seasons in the Sun.
That would be We Had Fun. Right. I want to say Billy Jacks.
Very close. It's Terry Jacks.
Terry Jacks. Okay. I knew who it was.
Right.
I always called him Jacks.
That's a good.
We never went by first names.
Because you're so informal like that.
Well, it's because we was, it was back in the day. We was informal.
I'm gonna just scan over. I'll give it to you, and then we'll move on because I don't think you know this one. Island in the Sun.
That would be Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton.
Close. Weezer.
It'd be Islands in a Stream.
There you go.
Apparently, that I was going for.
Number 9 is one that you and I grew up with. Also, it
Number 9
is The Warmth of the Sun.
The Warmth of the Sun.
Think of incredible harmonies and waters and.
Then I'm gonna have to say Eagles.
The Beach Boys.
All right, I got you. Yeah. Yep, I know that one now.
Already make an appearance once on this list. They make it at number 8 as well. Here Comes the Sun.
That would also be the Beatles.
That is correct. See?
Yes.
You look at the big
brain. Hey, how many I knows are in
Bill Withers?
27. Yeah, I was right. Okay, good.
Nice.
The voice of authority has spake.
Number 7, incredible guitar player came out of this band, Sunshine of Your Love.
That would be Cream.
What movie idolized this song?
Sunshine of Your Love? Oh, would it happen to have Goldie Hawn's daughter in it?
No.
No. Then I'm shooting blanks.
What
Bow, 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 now.
What movie was that from?
Don't know, but it's a great song.
Does Barry Manilow know you raid his wardrobe?
What?
It's from John Bender, played by Judd Nelson in The Breakfast Club.
Oh, there you go.
Remember that when he did that?
Now I do, yeah.
There you go.
And the cutoff gloves. Yeah, the whole 9 yards.
Number 6, this guy's, yes?
Go ahead. You're good.
What were you saying?
I was going to ask you what the best Cream song is of all time. You have to have this at your fingertips.
Well, I would have thought Strange Brew or
Nope.
Sunshine of Your Love are
Nope.
the best.
Nope.
Don't say that other one.
It's the other one. That's
No,
probably
what
the
is
best
it?
25 rock songs ever. White Room.
Not top 25, no.
Absolutely it is. Okay, go ahead.
You're wrong.
As
Number 6,
usual, I'm
this
home,
guy,
so I must be.
this number 6 is he's more famous for some other songs way back in the day. Walking in the Sunshine. I don't know this one at all, I don't think.
I bet his name's not Katrina.
Nope. That's Walking on Sunshine.
Right. What's the name of the
one
tune?
Walking in the
Better
Sunshine.
be there. Walking in the Sunshine. Did he ever get arrested for pedophilia in Thailand?
No. It is
Okay.
Not
Gary Glitter?
Gary Glitter. I think you're kind of in the wheelhouse, though. He had a big hit with Dang Me.
Ought to take a rope and hang me?
Yeah.
Oh, that is. Oh, he also did.
He's got a great voice. Roller skate in a Buffalo Yard.
Yep. And he did Ought to Take a Rope and Hang Me. Yeah. I want to say Don, but it's not.
You're close.
Oh, I know who this is.
I know what you're thinking is.
Oh, shoot. You got to give me a second here.
Yep.
But in the 4-bedroom, I'm a man of mean by no means. King of the road. Oh, shoot. I know this guy. I used to have to listen to an 8-track of his on the way to horse shows in a Dodge pickup.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, it was brutal. It hit me.
That's Roger Miller.
There you go.
There
Alrighty.
it is.
There it is.
Number 5. This one was rough. It's a Sunshine Day.
The Monkees?
Close. It's the Brady Bunch.
Oh my God, that is not top 5 anything except for worst songs ever.
Right. Number 4. This is a good one. I Can See Clearly Now.
The rain has gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way.
Right.
Good day, sunshine.
Wrong song.
Oh, yeah. I veered, didn't I? Zigged when I should have zagged. Who can see all obstacles in their way, Ray Ray?
I can tell her the whole thing. I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Right. Who is that? Asking her the name of a group, never good. Every lyric ever recorded she has in her head. Name of... It's
Johnny Nash.
Johnny Nash. Sure, I'll give you that. Apparently it is.
You like, I think you like this guy's wife. Number 3 is Sunshine of My Life.
I think you like this guy's wife.
Right.
Sunshine of My Life?
Yeah. You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around. You're the apple.
Oh, yeah. You are the sunshine of my life. No, it's not Ray Charles.
But
It's not Smokey Robinson.
You're close, though, with the first guess.
Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, my God, you're going to burn in hell for not keeping a straight face on that one. I've got to ask. The subject come up. Have you ever seen Stevie Wonder's wife?
Yeah, we've done this joke a million times.
I know. All right.
What did she say?
Wah, wah, wah. She gave me the sad trombone.
There you go. Number 2, you got this one. Walking on Sunshine is
Katrina and the Waves.
Yes, it is. And the number 1 is really disappointing. Let the Sunshine In.
Let the sunshine. That's from Hair. That's from the Hair soundtrack. Let the sunshine. Oh, not the Ventures, because I never sang. Let the sunshine. Mamas and Papas?
Fifth Dimension.
Fifth Dimension. So the group that sang in the same decade. All right.
It's a great list.
Where's Children of the Sun?
I know, right?
That's the best song about the sun ever.
If they can put a no-name Doors song, they could have put in freaking Children of the Sun.
How about Flight of the Icarus?
Yeah,
right? Yeah, it's all about flying too close to the sun right there.
That's right.
Yup, I call shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
That'd be a good name for our band, should we ever have one.
You know what would be funny? I just saw this. So a guy that I met at the LA Kiss Expo, a friend of his made little figurines of him and his family.
Are you serious?
Dude, I want Spike and Drew figurines so bad. That'd be fucking
awesome. The Hall & Oates Spike and Drew figurines. Oh, speaking of figurines. See what I'm showing you right now?
No, I gotta get the video.
Get a look.
Okay.
This is a brand new in box Edgar Martinez bobblehead from his number retirement ceremony game in Seattle about 2 weeks ago. One of my all-time favorite baseball players, my cousin, texts me and says, "Hey, what's your address? I got something to send you." So I tell him, and I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a bag of flaming dog poop or something because it's my family. But I get this Edgar Martinez bobblehead from the game. He was actually there, and I'm like, I love this, and I so wanted to be there. But I'm very excited about that.
So that's a baseball fan or baseball guy that you like or whatever?
It is, and I actually have a story about this baseball guy. I was at a Mariners game in Minneapolis one night. I was up there for training at work. Mariners happened to be there. The vendor that I was training with got me tickets, so I'm at the game. And this guy on the box, Edgar Martinez, smacks the ball, and I'm sitting about, 15 seats beyond first base, 10 rows up. And I'm looking, it was in the dome in Minneapolis. It was a miserable place. But it's like, wow, that's almost going to hit the rafters. And then I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, that's coming really. And I stood up and turned because that ball dropped into my hands.
No way.
And then immediately went flying a million miles away. And left me with a big old bruise on my knuckle, and some fat dude got my ball. But I sit down, take a breath, and my phone rings. I answer my phone, and my mom says, "Why didn't you catch it?"
Oh, no.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, that's my Edgar Martinez story.
Excellent.
It was a pretty good one. Thanks, Mom. Any wrapping up of business we need to do?
No, I think I'm good. I think what you need to do is post the, oh my God, what am I doing with the hair there?
You were going to link that if you're talking about what I think you're talking about.
Yeah. Got to get the word out there because a couple more weeks left of preseason, right?
Yeah.
What we're talking about is the Pro Football Pigskin Pick'em, put on by Spike and Drew. If you want to sponsor us, we'll take a sponsorship.
Because Lord knows we hate getting out the cash ourselves.
We'll whore ourselves out if, you know, the Spike and Do sponsorship or the Spike and Do Pick'em sponsored by you. So
we prefer, just saying, if you want to sponsor us, we prefer wing chains. We prefer whiskey distributors.
Vodka Works,
or topless baristas. Those are tops on our list, but certainly not the only people we'd accept sponsorships from. How
have we not invested in the topless barista thing?
Whoa. It's such a natural. Such a natural.
It would be awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, so check, head on over to www.805liveshow.com for links and stuff of old shows. Hopefully we'll have some new shows up for you relatively soon.
Yeah, we've been slackers, and you guys will have to forgive us, but it's getting cold and
head over to the Facebook page, check out stuff there, and you ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Tip your bartenders, tip your waitresses, return your stewardesses to their upright position. Party at 408 Burley, and for heaven's sake, don't look directly at the sun. As always, make good choices, do good deeds. I'm Spike.
I'm Drew, and we will see you in a week.
805 Live with Spike and Drew is trademark copyright pending and not sober since 1979. For optimum performance and safety, please read these instructions carefully, which is funny because how can you read a podcast? Some names have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty. Some portions of this have been edited for time and/or content. Some of the trademarks mentioned in this episode appear for identification purposes only. Subject to change without notice. One size does not always fit all. Not recommended for children under 12. Slippery when wet, which is also an outstanding album American for Java Joey. Substantial penalty for re-withdrawal. Hooters, we really want you to be a sponsor. Do not play your headset at high volume. Do not puncture or incinerate. Do not change without notice. Do not stamp. Do not just stare at it. Eat it. By listening to this disclaimer, you absolve Spike, Andrew, their families, their friends, their associates, people they may have had a one-night stand with or incidental contact with of any and all wrongdoings past, present, future, for all perpetuity. This supersedes all previous disclaimers.